you doing? Go watch Repair Room USA. And now.
Hey, to my channel, welcome to Repair Room USA. Please subscribe.
Good morning, everybody. This is Richard with Repair Room USA. Today we are working with a 4090. This is exactly the same kind that I have for my video card, which is a ZoneTech, a 4090. I do have this in case I need extra part. Today we're going to be removing the connector. This is the 12-volt connector, and we're going to be downgrading the metal and removing this connector. This is going to be one of the harder connectors to remove because the board is super thick. We're going to be using the gravity method, and I'm going to be showing you that today.
Favorite student, maybe you should be watching Repair Room USA.
All right, so this is the connector in question. This is the connector right here. Do I have anything that it could be bad like this? Is this broken? No, it's just not a very good button. Oh, I think it's split. Oh, it came out of its housing right here. That's supposed to be in through these holes, and it's not. Let's see here. Let's dive in. It looks pretty clear. It looks pretty clear already. All right. Let's see. So we're going to be removing this connector. What we're going to be doing right here is actually downgrading the metal a little bit. These are the pins, and these are the braces, I believe, to it, which are connected right here and right there. So we have to downgrade all this, and we're going to be needing a solid, thick, something that's got a lot of thermal mass on it. I'm going to be using this tip right here. If I try to use something like this tip, like this, it's not going to be enough to be able to get the metal to go inside of these pins. We need to downgrade this metal enough to where we don't have to apply a lot of heat to the board. And the only way to do that is if we hook up. I'm going to be switching my Hakko to this. Let that get hot for a little bit. And I'm going to be using this right here. This is Chip Quick. It is a metal alloy that has a very low melting temperature, and this is going to be perfect for a job like this. This stuff is very brittle, so if you ever work with it, you'll notice this is the reason we don't solder with this stuff, because it will break easy. We're going to be using this with our iron to heat up and try to make it flow into this board. And the only way we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to do the drop-off method, the gravity method, where the connector will just drop off. Now, do we need to put some tape on this? Probably. Let's get my handy dandy tape dispenser. This is my handy dandy tape dispenser right here. And we are going to break off just a little piece like this. There we go. And try to wrap this connector the best we can so it doesn't get damaged. with Kapton tape like that. So that connector should be okay. And now we're going to be downgrading the metal using a low melt chip quick on these connectors. I'm going to be using my iron at 360, and let's see how that will work. So I'm putting my iron on these. Let's see if even at 360, if it's even going to be making a dent in these. It doesn't look like it's even making a dent. It's not even, it's like it's not even turned on. Is it turned on? See, it's definitely turned on. Alright, so let's add some flux. I got some of this flux that every time I push on it, it all comes out. So we're going to be using it this time. So let's use it here. Alright, here we go. There we go. That should be enough for now. And if you see my iron, it's not even melting these connectors because the board is so hot. So it's not even putting a dent in them. So I'm definitely gonna have to turn up my iron. We're gonna turn it up to 390. I need to get it to melt. I need to get these to melt, these two right here. And once they start melting, I can add the low melt to it. Alright, air extractor's turned on. These are the data pins right there on the bottom. These are the connectors that are holding it. Trying to get the low melt to go in there. I could use the heat gun to help with this and to get these connectors to actually soften up a little bit. I mean, really, if you look at this, I'm not even getting it to melt yet. It's not even melting. I'm gonna have to turn my iron up. Let's turn it up to 4. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. I do see it now mixing with the other metal. It seems like it's actually getting a little softer. I'm going to get the other side, make sure it's mixed in there real good. The pins are actually physically moving, which is a good thing. You know, when the pins are moving, that means the low melt is actually going all the way through and everything is melting. So it looks like we're good. We're going to be using the drop down method now, which I'm going to be holding this up a little bit. I'm going to get my Omni vise, open it up, connect this. I'm just going to put something underneath here. I'm going to be heating this part up and it should drop down right here. I'm going to be using 430/75 and see how that works. Get some tweezers, see if it wiggles a little bit. Let's put some more flux in there. I'll get the board nice and hot. Here. This board is super thick. I'm gonna increase my airspeed, max. Alright, I got the board nice and hot. Let's add some more heat to this. Trying to get the chip quick to mount into the board, get all the way down and mix the metal and downgrade it. Everything's clumping up, so I need a lot more flux. Now we're starting to get some bubbles. I think every pin is moving now. And let's get this board to melt. Again, add some heat. Let's add this to it. We're looking to see if these pins will melt. something to put underneath of it that's metal. Alright, let's see where we're at. I'm gonna have to add some more low melt to this. It's not enough. Gotta turn it around. Add some more flux. And then heat it from this side. This board is super hot. Everything is melting really quickly. I need to get these connector to loosen up. And drop. Which it doesn't want to do. Let's see if I can do it with this, like this maybe. I don't need it very high, I just need it high enough to where I can just push on it while I'm heating it. I'm gonna go max heat, which is 480 max wind. While I heat the board. Now it's moving. You see how it's moving? It's flat. All right. This is how you do it. You don't damage the connector at all. The connector is still whole and intact. Let's look at it, make sure. That's the connector. He's good, just gotta make sure you take all that low melt off. I got a whole bunch of low melt here on the actual thing. Now let's soak it up. Alright, so the best way to do that is we got to get low melt in these holes. It's safer to do it from this side to get this stuff to go back out, because apparently there's not enough low melt in here. So let's get the low melt back out. And we're going to put some in here. Some low melt in all the holes. There you go. Got lots of low melt in there. Now that I got some low melt on there, let's try to get it out of there. All right, well, I got a lot of it on this side. What about the other side? Did the low melt go on this side too? Alright, I'm going to put low melt on this side as well. Put some flux so it melts in here. Let's get the low melt over here. These guys. Nice and low melted on this side. Make sure it goes all the way through. I'm trying to make sure it goes all the way through. Sometimes you have to use heat, and so you make sure it goes on to the other side. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to get it to go to the other side and be all the way through. And no matter what you do, really, when you use low melt, you're still always going to get downgraded metal, because you can never get it all off. It actually binds to the metal. You can never get it all off. So let's put it on this side as well. This stuff ain't cheap. It's expensive. But if you use it sparingly. Alright, I want to make sure that this metal goes all the way to the other side. Alright. Let's see if that works. Clean it up as best I can. Okay, that worked. Let's get this one. I have to soak it in and then rub it through. Soak it in and rub it through. Soak it in and then rub it through. Soak it in and then rub it through. Kind of hold it, and then it just kind of, see how it, like you rub it and it just kind of soaks into the wick. Soak it in and then rub it through. There. Looks like I got all the openings done. Check the other side. Looks like everything is clean. Let's pour on a final wick on it. Clean up your tip really well. Still a little bit in there. Trying to get all the excesses off. Clean these off real good. Okay, go to the other side. Make sure this side is good. I think that's clear. Is that a clear? Yeah, it's pretty clean. All right. Make sure it's cool to the touch. Let's heat it up a little bit. Let's get this wiped up a little bit. All right. Let's look at the final finished product. Do we still have a problem here? It looks like just a little bit of gunk. Okay, that looks good. Everything looks good. Put your new connector on. Now this is the old connector. If anybody knows an easy way to get rid of this, well, I think that's as clean as I'm gonna get that for now. And these are bent, these pins. I think these pins can be replaced. But I got most of it off. There's just a little bit of residue on there. And that is how you get these connectors off. You see how long it took me? And you see how hard and difficult it was? It's not easy. These are some of the hardest connectors to remove because the boards are so thick and they soak up all the heat, so they're almost very hard unless you have the right equipment. I had my stuff turned up to the max, everything turned up to the max, and I could barely get it off. So I hope you learned something here today. Please subscribe if you learned anything. If you have any comments, please like the channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Thank you.
Hey, to my channel, welcome to Repair Room USA. Please subscribe.
Favorite student, maybe you should be watching Repair Room USA.
What are you doing? Go watch Repair Room USA. And now,